What's up, guys? Mumford and Kid here back again. So, kind of funny thing. I was looking down my the list, as I like to call it. You guys know you guys always asking me and you know can you react to this and what do I always say? Put it on the list. Well, I was looking at the list and I was looking at the latest of like the react vids I do, and I was like, I haven't reacted to like top 10 stuff as much. So I was like, you know what? Let me look and see what top 10s I have. That's something that'll just kind of make me react. And I just randomly closed my eyes and just kind of just rolled up and picked one. So this comes from the richest. Link in the description below for their channel and everything like that. And yeah, when I looked at it, I was like, oh man, this is gonna either piss me off, or it's going to be extremely not enjoyable, I should say. This is gonna piss me off. So we're looking at, listen carefully, 10 kids who suffered terrible punishments from parents. Future parents out there, watch this. Don't do what these people do. Okay? Let's get going. Now.
Parenting can go from having a lovable relationship with your kids to having an all-out civil war. But how far is too far when it comes to parenting? Take a lesson from these parents and find out which of their punishments went way too far. Michael Ray and Tina Marie Alberson. Michael Ray and Tina Marie Alberson may face the death penalty after their 10-year-old son, Jonathan James, died from dehydration. Jonathan went to bed, and as a punishment, his dad and stepmom made him stand on an X drawn on the kitchen floor for 5 days in 100-degree plus heat in Dallas, Texas.
What the fuck?
Conditioning. All during the Jonathan was denied water, which resulted in dehydration and organ failure.
Are you fucking kidding me with this shit?
Tommy Jordan. Tommy Jordan quickly became internet famous after.
Okay, I've seen this one. No, go. We got
laptop with a 45 caliber.
Okay, I've seen this one before. This is a little strict, but I get where he was coming from a little bit.
So
go back to that other family. What the fuck? Wait, man. You know what? After this is over.
Worker as well as police, who gave him parenting tips while supposedly congratulating him on a lesson well taught. Anthony Powell. Anthony Powell found himself charged with capital murder after he beat his 3-year-old son to death over potty training frustrations. Because his son Tristan was having accidents, Anthony had to push his son and pick him up and throw him to the ground where his head hit the floor hard. After Tristan wouldn't wake up, he was taken to the hospital where he died the following day. The beating was witnessed by Anthony's sister, who confessed about the incident to the police. Jessica Beagley.
You got no right being a father, you motherfucker.
Behavior as well as her punishments to the Dr. Phil show as a way to get help.
I've seen this woman too.
The gesture ended up backfiring,
I've seen this
she ended
one.
up facing misdemeanor charges. Beagley's punishments included putting hot sauce in her son's mouth as well as making him stand in a freezing cold shower. Christy Prado. Christy Prado nearly found herself in prison after she forced her 10-year-old son to wear makeup and dress up in women's clothing after he had wet the bed.
Well, I've seen this one too. I think I have.
Even though it showed her son having tears streaming down his face. Then she made her son run around outside while onlookers laughed at him.
Yo, she looked like she had the devil in her.
A cold shower
oh my God!
Her roommate threw ice at him. Charges were eventually dropped with police citing there wasn't enough evidence to charge, but her son remains at his grandmother's house.
That's fucked up.
In 2014, a young man was caught stealing, and so his father bestowed a punishment that seemed a bit different from the traditional lecture or even spanking. He forced his son to hold several books over his head. The task was probably pretty easy at first, but then we see the son screaming in pain while the father lectures his son on making better choices and being more respectful to authority figures. The punishment received mixed reactions, especially since the video was made public, adding public humiliation to the son's torture.
How heavy are those books?
Frances Henna made headlines after she forced her daughter Jamie to wear a sign on a street corner in Bakersfield, California with a sign that read, "I was disrespecting my parents by twerking at my school dance." Did we mention that Jamie was only 11 years old? Henna got ripped up by the public, saying that it was shameful to publicly humiliate a child when there were other ways to discipline her. Not to mention the
I know, right? The fuck is wrong with her?
Bad haircut. After his son got bad grades and lost his $700
I've seen this too.
YouTube user
this dude
decided to
buzzed his son with a bad haircut.
Not only that, but King recorded the session and posted it up on YouTube to further his son's humiliation. So not only did the kid have to deal with the backlash at school, but he also had to deal with the world knowing what he did. However, King E's got a lot of heat for the punishment and dealt with a lot of criticism. Antonia
That's what you
Folsom.
get.
Antonia Folsom wasn't happy when her 13-year-old son missed his 9 p.m. curfew and came home 15 minutes late. She decided to lock her son out of the house and told her 15-year-old daughter not to let him in. Instead, she made her
What?
son sleep outside on the concrete patio, and his sister gave him a blanket and pillow. The next morning,
That
the 13-year-old
is,
called the
oh
police, and
my
Folsom was
God,
arrested for deprivation of a minor.
what's
Good
wrong with that
parenting.
woman?
In 2015, a video went viral online that was uploaded by a dad who was done with his son's failing grades. He gave his son only 3 weeks to improve his academic performance, but failed to do so. As punishment, he gave his son a sledgehammer and forced
I've
him to
seen
destroy
this
his
one too.
Xbox, all
He
while
told him
using
to
foul
destroy his
language and public
Xbox.
humiliation. After the
Yep,
first
I've
Xbox
seen
was
this.
destroyed, the dad then brings in an Xbox One and once again forces his son to destroy it. All the while, his son is crying.
Okay, y'all. Let's go back to that first one. That's the one I'm really want to talk about. Really, fuck both those parents. All right, you know what? I'm not. You know what? I'm not even gonna be. I'm not even gonna be nice about it. Let me say how I really feel. Fuck both them. They're going to burn in hell for that shit. Your kid pisses in the bed. Your kid wets the bed. So you have him stand in the corner for 5 days in 100-degree weather. We're talking Texas, right? Dehydrated without drinking. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Fuck both them. Fuck them both. Okay? They didn't deserve to be parents. Fuck that. What was the other one that kind of pissed? They all pissed me off, but the guy who beat his 3-year-old or 2-year-old child because he was pot. You don't. You give guys like me who want to be fathers a bad name. Fuck you. Fuck you too. Okay? That's bullshit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. I don't play that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. Give me 5 minutes with that dude. Nope. Mm-mm. The other parents that thought it would be cool to film their child's humiliation, that's not cool. There are other ways of dealing with disciplining your child, but you don't embarrass them, humiliate them, and then furthermore, they got to deal with that in school, getting bullied, getting teased, things like that, to the point where someone is like looking at them like, and that's how sometimes because they keep getting bullied or teased, that's how shit pops off and it ain't good. And you use your imagination because that stuff happens. Bottom line here, this was fucked. I've done a video before. I've seen another video before where punishments were done. Some of them on there I've seen before, but some of them I haven't. A majority of them I haven't, and the majority of the ones that I haven't, fuck all them parents. Fuck them, because that's bullshit right there. You pieces of shit. Fuck you, man. No, 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 no. This was harsh. Too harsh. They went too damn far, especially that first family. Went too damn far. Now your child is gone because you and your he's just gone. All right, let me just put it like that. That kid did not deserve that because he wet the bed. Wet the bed? Fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all, man. Fuck that shit.